beautiful souls. How are you? Yay, yay, yay. So excited about tonight. Can you hear me well? Can you hear me? Let me know. I'm going to check my computer and put it right here. Just to make sure that I can see you or you can hear me. Let's see. Yay. Okay. There you go. Hi, say hello. Say hi if you can see me. I'm just like checking on my computer. Dun, dun. All right, loves. This is free workshop number 1 on Beyond the Separation. How does it get any better than this, huh? How does it get any better than this? Please say hi. Hi, Tracy. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you're here. So I went to put Peter to bed, and I was laying down and I fell asleep. So I just woke up. And then, I kid you not, I all of a sudden woke up and I got up. I was like, okay. And I took my, I had my Kindle with me to look at the time, and it was 8:44. Could you believe it? Hi, Nadia. Oh my gosh, so glad to see you here. So I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, angels, thank you, angels, thank you, angels, for waking me up exactly on time. And so here I am. So Beyond the Separation came to me a couple of weeks ago when I was, right after I did the huge light language healing in a group setting. And they gave me these words and they gave me the entire thing. And then the war broke open, right? And then once that happened, they were telling me to speak to the people to see how we can help and to bring peace and love and all of that stuff. And what they said was that the reason that things such as the war are happening is because of the separation. And once I heard that, it just like boom, like it just came to me like, oh my gosh, this is what you're talking about. This is what they're talking about. They're talking about going beyond the separation, because it is when we find ourselves being separate from our souls, from our oneness, that we are all one in the universe, then we believe that we're separate, like I'm a separate person than you, and then I believe that I need more than you, or I can take from you, or this like scarcity, so if I take from you I can get more, and like all of that stuff, right? And then the feelings of being better than others, as opposed to everyone being equally valuable in whatever path of life they are, right? So all of that separateness is what this whole, I'm sorry, I'm a little cold because I just come out of bed, is what's keeping us all fighting and separate. And there is no more fighting, because this is the earth, and this time we get to make it through. This time we get to take what we know, the whole great awakening that has been happening for the last 2 years, going on 3 now. So we're taking all of this consciousness of being awake, of what's right over what's wrong, and what's the right thing to do. And with having so many people lit up, alive, awake, then these things like what was happening right now will no longer happen. We're not going to destroy ourselves like it happened in previous worlds, right? Coming from Atlantis, this is all coming from Atlantis information as well. So I see 3 people. So if you're here, you didn't say hi, please say hi, so I know that you're here. So that's what the whole program is. And today we're doing a little bit of that. So this is a freebie. And if you are in the program, or you're coming into the program later on, this is not in the program, because this is something that's just like a bonus, right? So this is added bonuses, okay? Yes, hi Nadia. I think I seen your hi. Okay, so So the first thing we're going to do is figure out where you are, right? So I started working, and I went to a meditative retreat several years ago. It was immersive. It was a whole week. It was so amazing. I always want to go back to something like that. And what they taught us was this meditation that said, I am all is one. And it really spoke to me, and it was like, wow, that's so strong and so powerful. But I never actually got it the way that I'm getting it now. And so the whole thing about being one, and so even back then I would be like, yes, I am all is one, I am part of everything, everything's part of me. But at the same time, as I'm saying these things, I'm not getting it, like it's not clicking correctly. And so what does that mean? That my body is not actually believing it. And so the first thing we're going to do tonight is we're going to check where we are on how we feel that we are part of the oneness. Are we part of the oneness or not, right? So we're going to muscle test, okay? So you can muscle test with your fingers. So you take your thumb and your index finger and just gently hold it like this, and then you take your finger on the other side and you put it in here, and then you run it through, right? And so if it goes through, it's a no, and if it stays, it's a yes, right? So you're not holding it to get a yes. Right? So and I actually don't usually use this type of muscle testing, but I'm using it tonight because I'm sitting here giving this. Usually what I do is I sway, right? I love the sway because I feel that I cannot manipulate it. And so what you want to ask first is your name, right? So you want to state it. You don't want to ask, you want to state your name. So you want to say I am, and you state your name, and then you should get a yes. So I am Valeria, yes, I am stopping there. If I say I am Ronald, I'm going through, okay? So yes, like the pendulum, exactly, Nadia. So I do it with my body. I love doing it with my body. You just stand up. If you can do this and you want to do it standing up, this is my preference. So you basically stand up and you say your name, you state it, I am Valeria, and you wait for your body to sway. My body's not doing anything because I'm sitting on my butt. But you should be going forward. And if you say your name is as somebody else, you should be going backwards, okay? So you want to establish that first. You want to establish a strong yes and a strong no, or a strong yes or a strong no, right? That you went right through. Okay, so then you want to ask the question, I am one with the universe. I am one with the universe. And I'm getting a yes, okay? I'm getting a yes. I am one with the universe. So you want to check that. You want to check if you're getting a yes or a no. So go ahead and do that. Let me know what you're getting, yes or no. It's okay. Either way, it's fine. Let me know what you're getting. And then after you do that one, and if you're getting a no, it's okay too. You know, it doesn't matter what you're getting. It's just checking what you're getting right now, where you are at. Now, you saw I got a yes for the universe, and I did this earlier today, and half the stuff I was still getting a no. So it's really interesting how from day to day, according to how we're feeling, you change. So it's kind of like exercise, right? You do some exercise and you feel strong, and then you go a week without doing it, and then you do the same exercise and you're like weak, right? So that's a no. So okay, that wasn't a good analogy, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so now nobody wants to share. That's okay. Okay, so now you want to ask, you want to say, not ask, I am one with nature. I am one with nature. I'm getting a yes. I am one with nature. I'm stopping for a yes. Okay, so go ahead and ask that. And the next question is, I am one with Mother Earth. I am one with Mother Earth. I'm getting one yes. Good, very good. Now you're going to ask, I am one with animals on the planet. I am one with animals in the planet. I got a yes. Okay. Let me know what you're getting. If you're just coming in, please say hi. Let us know what you're receiving, a yes or a no. We are checking where we are right now with our body and soul, in the belief that you are one with everyone, with the universe, right? So that's what we're doing right now, okay? Okay, so here's another one. You ready? Now you're going to ask, I mean, you're going to state, I keep saying as for some reason. I am one with other human beings on the planet. I am one with other human beings on the planet. I gotta know. Did you see that? I just went right through. So my subconscious right now is saying no. So I believe I'm one with the universe, and the other people in the universe part of it. Apparently, to me, that's a no, right? Am I one with the animals? Yes. Am I one with Mother Earth? Yes. Am I one with other human beings? I gotta know. I'm pretty sure that I'm getting a no because of the conflict that's going on, and my subconscious, even though as much love and light as I want to give, and I am giving and sending, there's part of me that is still feeling as if, no, I am not part of what's going on, that's not doing the right things, right? So I'm pretty sure that's my conflict right there, right? So I'm not getting that. How are you guys doing? How are you getting it? So what we want to do today is align ourselves. Today we're going to align with Mother Earth. I got a yes from Mother Earth. So I really would like to know how you guys are all feeling on the muscle testing, on how aligned you are in believing that you are one with Mother Earth. So that's a really important moment because that's what we're aligning with today, and that's kind of like the basis because we all humans all live on the earth, right? And because we're living on it, we are part of it. So we are, think of yourself as a plant, right? A movable plant. We are receiving from Mother Earth as we live here, just like the plants do from the earth, right? So think of yourself that way. Okay, so please let me know in the comments what you're getting in terms of how you are feeling as one, being one with Mother Earth. So I am one with Mother Earth. Okay, are you getting a yes, or are you getting a no? What are you getting? Are you going right through your fingers? If you're doing the pendulum or the sway, are you going forward for yes? Are you going back? Let me know. Okay, Nadia's getting a yes. Great. Fantastic. Anyone else? No? Okay, so Nadia, since you're getting a yes, which I'm getting as well, this is fantastic. Hi, Tao. Let me know if you're feeling one with the earth. We're doing muscle testing. I am one with the earth. So I want to see if you get a yes for I am one with the earth, or if you're getting a no. Okay, that's what we're asking right now. So since you got a yes for it, now I want you to think of a part of the earth, Mother Nature, that might be more destructive. Tornadoes, floods, tsunamis, volcanoes, anything that's a little bit scary. Okay, great. Okay, so if you're getting a yes, think of a part of Mother Nature that's more destructive and muscle test that. Are you one with that part of Mother Nature? So like for me, for some reason, I'm getting volcanoes, to ask volcanoes. So I'm going to say I am one with the volcanoes, and I'm still getting a yes. Okay, so just ask that and see how it is, how you're feeling with that. Are you aligned with something that you feel is destructive from Mother Earth? Are you still getting a yes? Okay, so I'm going to go, I am one with tornadoes. Yes. I am one with floods. Yes. I am one with wildfires. Ooh, did you see that? I gotta know. Okay, so wildfire, so fire, that is a part of me not being aligned with Mother Earth. That's one part of it, right? So it's interesting how I got a yes for everything else, and then I had to like muscle test which part am I not aligned with. So you want to find and check and ask differently to see what is your weakest link. Okay, what's your weakest link when you are muscle testing about you believing that you are one with Mother Earth, and you go for all of the stuff of Mother Earth. So let me know how you're doing. Let me know when you get a no. If you get a yes for everything, that's fabulous as well. So think of things that are destructive from Mother Nature. Droughts, high winds, hail, extreme heat, extreme cold. I got a no for fire. You can keep asking if you want. And I'm just waiting for you guys to give me the messages to write down on the comments so I can go on. So that's why I'm waiting. So yeah. Now, yeah. I'm just waiting. Okay, so you guys are getting all yeses? Okay. Find something you're not aligned with. So far, yes for everything. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, let me tune into you, Nadia. Yeah, lava. They're telling me lava. Check on lava, Nadia. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Now we're going to move on. Okay. If you got all yeses, perfect. If you got one or more no's, fine. Either one is fine. What you are doing here is getting a basis. Okay. Hi, Miriam. We were just muscle testing if we believe that we are one with Mother Earth. So if you can muscle test, say I am one with Mother Earth, get a yes or a no. Okay. All right. So the second part is aligning with Mother Earth. So this is a journey. So this, and I was also waiting because we're already 15 minutes in. So this is yes for lava. Okay. Here's some fire. Okay. Now we're going to go deep into this meditation, and we're going to become really aligned with Mother Earth and receive all of its wisdom and strength. So whether you are getting all yeses or not, it's fine. Obviously, it's better if you're getting all yeses. I got a no for fire. But everything is fine. And now we're going to really journey down to meet Mother Earth and become really one with it so that we can feel that strength. Okay, so we're going to feel the strength of Mother Earth in our bodies. Okay, if you got a no, that no will release during this journey. If you have no no's, then you don't need to release it, and that's perfectly fine. But there will be a part where we release anything that we are not conscious of, that we haven't thought of perhaps. Does that make sense? Just in case, just to cover all bases. So you ready? Now I'm getting hot. Okay, so here we go. So first drop into your body. So just feel the heaviness of your body. Feel that heaviness that you're in your body. And this is important because we receive our messages in our body. If we're out there meditating and out of our bodies, we don't receive the messages as well as when we are in the body, right? The body is the receiver. So you feel in your body here. Feel your hands and your feet, and feel your arms and your legs and your torso, and just feel the heaviness of, being pulled down because of gravity. Okay. Now we're going to pull a beautiful golden cord that's going to come from the center of the earth. So to me, it looks like this rope, like a thick rope that's glistening and golden. It's just coming up, kind of like in the Kundalini spiral, coming up from the center of the earth. And see it come out through all of its layers until it reaches the soles of your feet. And through your soles of your feet, it connects. You feel that power, right? That's connected with electricity. And bring that cord up through your legs, connecting with your root chakra, moving up your center body, and exiting through your crown chakra, connecting with divine light. Feeling really strong, secure. And now I want you to extend your roots. So imagine your feet growing roots onto Mother Earth. And you see them growing, intertwining itself on the mantle. And digging deep roots, going deeply down. You're going towards the center of the earth. And you begin to feel the warmth as you get closer and closer to the center of the earth. And when you're at the center, you just grab and wrap the core of the earth with your roots. And you just grab onto them. You just imagine so many roots just growing and grabbing onto that center of Mother Earth. Like you are now part of the center of the earth, part of the entire earth. And right here, you begin to feel the heat, the intense heat from the core of the earth through your roots. And now you're going to bring that heat, that warmth up through your roots, going to go back up, 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 until it goes to your body again, and you feel the heat in your feet. You feel that? That's the strength, that's the power of the earth. Bring it up your legs, feel that warmth move up your legs and connecting with your root chakra and stopping here. This is the core of you. This is your center. And so you're activating your root chakra as you're connected to the center of the earth, and you're feeling this warmth and this heat pulsating. I'm going to move up, so continue bringing up that warmth, that heat up through your center. And as you're moving up through your center, imagine these roots continuing to grow as the veins inside your body and like roots outside your body, going up to your arms and hands. And you're becoming just roots, a whole bunch of intertwined roots all around your body, going up your neck, your head, and then exiting through your crown, going upwards, 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 connecting with divine light. And now feel that power. You are a plant, a tree, a human tree, if you will, attached to Mother Earth, one with the earth, feeling and breathing all of Mother Earth's power. Do you feel that warmth, that heat in your body? And now, begin to feel all of your roots on your body, your veins, your roots, begin to pulse along with your heart. And with every heartbeat, you can feel your veins and your roots begin to feel more and more potent. As if they're going to burst. There's so much energy within you and outside of you. There's so much energy. And with each heartbeat, you feel as if you're going to burst. And so you're going to allow this energy to exit the veins, exit the roots, and just become beautiful, glowing energy surrounding your entire body. And now you are glowing. Doesn't that feel good? That expansion coming away from being constricted in the veins and the roots, and now you're expanding outwards. And you feel this bubble of energy. And expand onto the entire room that you are sitting at or laying in. And now expand it to your entire building or home or apartment, wherever it is. And now expand yourself to your entire town, still pulsating with your heart. Now expand this to your entire country. It's like see your country on the map and see it fill up with your energy, your beautiful earth energy, as you are one. And now you're going to expand to the entire earth. And here, as you expand to become the earth completely, from the inside out. Here you might feel some mixed emotions. And so at this point, we will release together anything that we still have in our subconscious that does not allow us to become and be the one, the oneness that we are with Mother Earth. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Deep breath in with the energy of the earth in, and exhale anything that does not align with you right now. One more time, deep breath in, inhale the warmth of the earth all the way from the core, and exhale any subconscious limiting beliefs that you may not be one. Exhale them out. Beautiful. And now receive this light language coming for you. This is light language coming for you to integrate the oneness between you and the earth, and to hold this healing, this feeling, this integration, this belief within you for as long as it needs be. Yakachia kaleambu akate atitia kaleapu. Shiakala shirikindapo wakaya shapupia. Ha ha shiakataya kalea chiki yapu ababawa. Ha sha. Shiakalapu apaya ketienda. Take a deep breath in and exhale through your mouth. Mother Earth has a message for you. So Mother Earth asks you to hold out your hand, figuratively or literally, whichever feels best for you. And feel this gift Mother Earth is gifting you. It's putting it in your hands. Notice what it is. Look at it. Feel it. You do not need to understand what it is. It is yours to keep. And you thank Mother Earth as you keep this. And this is your link. So whenever you are in or feeling unaligned, anything comes to your awareness and you're feeling upset or mad or sad, angry, this is your gift that will instantly bring you back to this oneness of remembering. Thank you to the guides, thank you to the angels, and thank you to the light language transmitted tonight. Thank you for the gift, Mother Earth. Let me know what you receive. Whew. You back? Are you back? Oh, Miriam, I'm sorry. I didn't get to see any of this. I don't know if it's a yes or a no. I can feel, I can control it. Yes, Miriam, this is why I use the sway. I talked all about that at the beginning. I'm sorry you missed it. So usually I use the sway. You guys, if you receive a gift, any message, just share whatever it is that came into the comments, if you will. I would appreciate that, so that we can all see it. But Miriam, I was talking about using the sway. So I usually stand. I'm not doing it today because I'm sitting doing this, but I stand and I ask the question, and then if you sway forward, it's a yes, and if you sway backwards, it's a no. And it's really difficult to manipulate which way you go. Nadia, I got a warm golden rock. Wow. Oh, it feels beautiful. I got a green leaf, a beautiful green leaf, and it just speaks to me as life and peace. That's the message I got. Tracy, I got a heart. Oh my gosh. Can you expand on that? Like, well, were you able to see what it was made out of? Or was it like an actual human heart? Miriam, thank you, I will try. Yeah, Miriam, so I usually don't use this because I also feel like I'm manipulating, I'm getting the answer that I want to get, I'm making it get there. So when you stand up, you sway, you know when you're manipulating your body. You know when you're like going, okay, I want a yes, and I'm making myself go forward. You know you're doing it because it's your whole body and it's heavy, and it's much, harder to not notice that you're doing it or not. And so if you just stand still and you just wait and you allow to see which way you go, then you get a good answer. So that's why I love the sway as opposed to the fingers, or that there's also the muscle test that you push down on your arm. You can't really do that on your own. You have to have someone push down. I think I had a chiropractor several years ago. It's just so hard. Okay, that's great. You know what? That's connected to Tracy. Sorry, that's connected to relationship that they just told me. Just to let you know. What was I saying? Oh, I went to a chiropractor many years ago, and he did a muscle testing on me with the arm. Hold your arm up and press down, and I was like, yeah, this is BS. He's just pushing harder when he wants to know. So I never believed him. I never believed that it was actually real. So when I learned about the sway, I learned from the sway from Gabby Briscoe. Some of you guys might know her. She does what is that called? I forgot what it's called. But that's what she does. One of the things that she does, and that's where I learned from it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been waiting for, because I could never really do muscle testing and trust it, because I always felt like I was manipulating to get the answer that I wanted. And actually, I teach this this swaying way to all of my clients. So, because I have recurrent clients, and sometimes they call me and they message me and they say, I had this problem. Do you think you can help me? And I'm like, of course I know I can help them, but I always tell them, sway on it. You ask your body if this is the right thing for you right now. So I ask all of my clients to do that, because I'm all about empowering you and giving you the power so that you can make the decisions that are best for you, and that you can be sure that you're doing those decisions on your own. So I always do this. I do this myself when I'm about to work with somebody else. I almost signed up with someone last night. I was reading it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I think I want this. I really want this. Let me muscle test. And I started muscle testing like this. I was getting the answers. I was manipulating my answers. So I got up, I had to get up, and I did it, and I was getting a no. And as soon as I got a no, I felt relief. And I was like, oh, I guess I didn't really want it. I guess this was not aligned. So that was my ego saying, yes, go get it. But I had this light. I felt very light when I got a no with the sway for me. I do this all the time. I teach this to all of my clients. This is why whenever I have a client that works with me, we are so well aligned. It's because we both know on both sides that it's a good match. So I love empowering everyone that I work with, everyone who's here. Please use it because it's really, really amazing. And if you're not sure how to use it, I'm getting a little off topic from the beyond the separation here, but if you're not sure how to use it, make sure that you're not asking a question that's open-ended, right? So you want to have a question that's a yes or a no, or you want to make a statement that states what's true or not for you. For example, if you're swaying, okay, if you go backwards is no, and if you go forwards is yes. And if you're going side to side, or if you're not doing, you're not moving, then there's something else that we need to look into. There's some imbalance there. I cannot go into that right now. But yeah, just so you know, forward is yes, backwards is no, okay? Don't go side to side. That happened to me once. I was doing something and I was going side to side, and I had to clear a whole bunch of stuff before I was back into my body and able to sway properly. It happens. Okay, so yes, I always do that. I always teach everyone to do this because it really gives you the power and feeling sure, you know, when we make those scary decisions of should I do this or should I do that? Should I move from my house? Should I go over there? Should I leave my job? All of these things, right? And you want to ask, like, for example, let's say you wanted to leave your job. Is would leaving my job right now be in my best interest, or would it be for my highest good, right? So you want to ask it like that. If you ask something like, should I leave my job? Yes, no. You might not get the perfect answer because you're asking it very broad, right? Should I leave now? Do you want to leave? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna get a yes. Could it be the best thing for you? Maybe not, right? Maybe it's not exactly the right moment for you. So for like something so big like that. So just ask the question properly, right? You need to learn how to do that. You can look it up on how to do sway testing and what kind of questions to do. You can look it up. Or you can contact Gabby because she's awesome at this. She's fantastic, I can tell. She's in England, so it's that time zone. Okay, so oh, Tracy says, I just wanted to let you know, I am not sure if anyone else saw, but a couple of times during this live I saw orbs, and I can totally feel the angels' energy with us all tonight. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Tracy is a total angel girl, just like I am. So I love her energy, and especially when she comes over, because all of my angels, all of her angels, all of the angels are like just like double here. And I did see a couple of them, but then I closed my eyes, so I was not looking at anything. So thank you for sharing that. It's just such great validation that they are here with us. I work with the angels all the time. Oh my gosh, I have to share this with you. I was talking with my son this morning before I took him to school, and I just I just was gazing out into nowhere. He's like, what are you looking at, mommy? What are you doing? And I'm like, oh, nothing. I just had a vision of Jesus, you know. I know it sounds funny to say, right? And he's like, oh, mommy, that's so nice. It's like a holographic way, right? He showed up for me, and then I was like, yeah, you know, that's kind of nice. Why was I telling you this? Oh, I know. So then the angels come through, and they're like, they were like, you know, we're not that serious like we've been portrayed. And I've gotten this answer or this message before, right? Because I grew up Roman Catholic, and you know, when you go to church, you have to be proper and silent and quiet and respectful, right? And when I speak with the angels, you know, a lot of times they're joking around with me, like, and I'm like, what's going on? And they have given me this message many times. So I wanted to share this with you because that's what they told me this morning as well. You know, because I was thinking of something, and they were like, yeah, you know, we're not serious. We're not that serious. We joke around. We're like, we have personalities. That's what they told me. So I wanted to share that with you because it's so beautiful to understand that a lot of the things that we have been brought up believing are not as accurate, right? Or you can take it and leave it, right? You can take it as, okay, that's true and I want to believe that, and then you know what? It's true for you, and that's okay. I'm getting the message that it's not like that, and so that's true for me, and I like that, right? And so again, in the teachings, with all the teachings that I always do, I let you know, take whatever resonates with you and leave whatever doesn't. And that's for any healer, anyone that you follow, any teachings, any books, anything. Take what resonates, because we have been so and I don't know what the word is, taught. We have been taught, and that's not the word. We have been taught that things have to be in a specific way, in this linear way, and we believe it and we follow that. But allow the possibilities of different things. Yes, thank you, Tracy. Condition. Thank you. Allow the possibilities of what else is there. Is this really the way it is? Right? Is this the only way? Obviously it isn't, you know, and specifically with religions, I've had this question since I was a child, like, how could that be? What about people in different countries who are not Christians? Are they really going to go to hell? Like, you know, like, it makes no sense, right? It makes no sense. It's because it's man-made, right? The love, the creation, the angels, they're for everybody in all religions. This is why they show up in all religions all across. It's the rules and regulations that we have been conditioned that begin to separate us, right? It separates this religion from the other. And even in the same religion, like Christians, right? Christians have how many different denominations, how many different churches, right? And it's not like, oh, we need to make more churches because there's more people and there's not enough people to fill this one. No, it's because they're saying this church is better than the other, or it's different than the other. So come to us, you know, we have this, and come to us, we have that, right? My sister lives in this little town in upstate New York, and I believe there's like 3 churches there. It's a very small town, and every church has, I don't know, like 30 people going. At this point, and it's like, really, like everybody's teaching something different. Like, isn't it like there's no need for that, right? That's creating more and more separation from us. The more we see the differences between us, the more we believe that we are separate, when really we are all one. And that's the message that they're giving us, right? When you see yourself as separate from the earth, then you hurt the earth, right? Then you do things to the earth that, like polluting, right? Or stripping it from things that are hurting it, instead of giving things to the earth and nourishing it, and creating a cycle for the plants to grow and go through that whole thing, right? So when we believe that, oh, humans are superior or different or detached or separate from Mother Earth, then we can do things to it because we think that we're superior, right? We feel that. When we go back to the oneness that we are, and we're like, oh, I am part of this world. This is why when you go on the sand and you feel the heat, the sun rays on your body, or the warmth from the sand, and you feel like, oh, that feels so good. Why does it feel so good? Because you are one with it, and the earth is giving you unconditionally, and you are receiving unconditionally. And that's when the oneness begins, right? That's when you feel, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is why we love going to places that are untouched by men, right? Tracy, I love how all of this goes back to the topic you're speaking about tonight, being separate. Yes, and it is so much bigger, and there's so much content. I wrote like a whole bunch of stuff for the program that is starting in 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks. If anybody's feeling called for this, it's still on early bird until Sunday. It's the whole thing about feeling separate from anything, right? When we're killing the animals, or not treating the animal properly for the purposes of making more money so you can sell more, right? Why is that happening? Because you think you're separate, because you think you're superior. Not you particularly, but us, right? People, humans, we think we are separate from them, and so then we feel that because we're superior, we're the superior species. That, right? Who said that? I don't know, somebody said that, some scientist. The humans are the superior species, right? Anyone else is below, and so we can do things to them, right? This is how the whole separation of people came with slavery, right? I am superior, so I can hold on another human being as my servant because I am better than them. There's the separation of not being able to realize that we're all humans, right? In just different colors, like different clothes, right? So is my sweater better than yours because it's purple, right? Like realizing of the oneness that we are, that no matter what we look like, no matter what our casing is, our body, what we look like, what we decide to express ourselves as, we are all part of the same oneness. And when you begin to feel separate from other human beings, this is the big one. This is the big one, when you feel separate from other human beings because you don't like them, because you believe and you know that they're doing something wrong or that you don't agree with, right? This is why, okay, so this whole thing, I'm just giving you so much. The whole pandemic made us even more separate, right? Because it kept everybody separate all over the world. You cannot see your family, you cannot go to funerals, you cannot see people who are in the hospital, you cannot go and be there when a new baby is being born. All of this happened during the pandemic, right? So they kept us even more and more separate. And so the whole feeling of I'm separate from others became even more apparent. And this is one of the reasons that the war broke over, because it's so much easier to do harm unto others when we're feeling separate. If we're all living in community, right, we're all having fun and we're all engaging with each other, talking, expressing how we feel, then a war comes over or somebody wants to break into war, and then there's like, what do you mean? And there's like questioning, right? There's all of these people having consciousness of like, this is wrong. But when you're separate, you don't know much and you don't have the connection of anyone else, and you've been kept like that for a long time, you see that, Orf? Then it's so much easier to be further manipulated into doing things that are not in alignment with you as a human being. So when you become completely separate from what you know inside, from your soul, yes, your soul is always telling you what's true for you, right? So this is why so many people left their jobs in these last 2 years, because we have been working, and we have been feeling you used your time to keep yourself busy, so there's no time to think. Social media, right? If you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube and you're watching videos, what does that do? It stops you from being on your own by yourself, so that you can connect with you and know who you are inside and what's true for you. You're just watching videos, you're watching information from other people. You're just watching, and then you forget who you are. And then, the government separates you because there's a pandemic, and then you're on your own doing this, and then they tell you this is what you need to do, and you do it, right? Why would you not do it? You're separate and you're following the instructions of somebody who's superior than you and who's telling you this is what you need to do, right? And you do it. So that's where the whole part of being separate from you and your own soul comes in. This is why it's so important to go back to remembering and aligning yourself back with your soul, with who you truly are, with your heart, right? And it starts with Mother Earth, right? You start with Mother Earth, and you feel that whole energy from the earth in your body, and now you have the strength of it. So whenever you go outside now, you're going to feel even more connected to Mother Earth, and you will be able to receive more information. Did you know that the trees actually are the ones who call in the rain? Did you know that? So the trees are actually talking, right? They're part of the consciousness, they're part of everything. They're the ones who bring in the rain. They're the ones who talk to whatever it is, the clouds or the atmosphere, to create the water to come down. We're all connected, we're all together, right? So when you forget that, then that's when all the problems begin, right? So now that you have connected and realigned with Mother Earth even more than you were before, especially for Nadia, who was getting all yeses, all beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Actually, Nadia, I saw you that, right? You've been immersed in nature this past couple of weeks, right? So it makes total sense that you're so connected, because you've been in the earth. You have been connected with Mother Nature, right? So now when you go out and you walk around, pay attention to what you hear, because you might have, especially with the light language you receive, you might be able to hear the trees talk to you in a different way that they have been. You might notice nature looking at you. You might notice a different feel when you touch the water. You might feel more connected, more electrified when you touch the tree to receive from that wise old tree, you know, and you touch it and you hug the trees. I'm a tree hugger. You're going to feel more of that energy, because now you're completely aligned with it, right? Nadia, I went for a 2-hour bush hike this morning and did grounding and pain transmutation with the earth. Oh my gosh, just beautiful, Nadia. Yes, so it makes total sense that you're getting all the yeses of being aligned with Mother Earth tonight, specifically for that. Now, the healing that we did today, remember your gift, because if something happens that you feel discombobulated, or something happens in your life where you watch something and you just feel disconnected, that gift, bring that gift back in, is going to bring you right back into alignment. So as well aligned as you are now, that gift, if you bring it in your mind and you hold on to it, that instantly brings you back. So like, let's say you have to be in a building working for many hours, and you're like feeling disconnected, and I'm just looking over here because I want to talk about tomorrow, then that's going to bring you back into alignment, so you can feel really connected and with the oneness. And it's also going to make you pay attention to the water. When you taste the water, you might taste it differently now, because you're really pay attention how it feels. Did you know you can also change the water? Like if you're drinking tap water, you can change the water and purify it with your energy. You just put your hands, let me get a glass. I finished all my glass, my water. So you have your water and you put your hands on it where the water is, right? So let's say you only have like half a glass. You don't want to put your hand out there when the water's down here, right? You want to put your hand while it's actually touching it. So you touch the glass and you just send it love. Send it love. And then what it does is it changes and it purifies the water, especially if you're drinking tap water. So it's and you can actually taste it. I've done it, and I'm like, I've taken it, and then I've done it because I was just playing with it, and then I take another drink and I'm like, what was that? Like it tastes different. It actually does taste different. So try it, play with it. Tomorrow we're going, I'm reading what I wrote for it. We're going to travel to the past, and we're going to become one with the previous you. So right up your alley, Nadia. And also we're going to travel to the future and align with the future you, because time does not exist. So we're going to align with the human you and your past, the human you and your future. And that's also going to connect all of your ancestors and their ancestors and their ancestors. So hopefully we'll connect with all of humankind, so that we can really align with being one with everyone. This is difficult because we know of people that are doing things on the earth that we do not agree with. So if you know of anybody, right? Let's say there's somebody who abused a child and you have all that anger towards them, right? How can they do that? Evil, blah, blah, blah. All of these things, judgment. If you have those thoughts and feelings towards them, you have those thoughts and feelings towards yourself. Why? Because they're part of you. We are one. I know it's difficult to understand. I completely understand. This is why it's so hard, right? So that's what we're going to work on tomorrow, on aligning humankind. This is so needed right now, because when we are able to see everyone as part of you, and you know you're the light, you know you're a divine being, then you can send part of you to them. You see the trick here? You can send part of you, the light, the divine being that you know you are, to anyone and everyone, including those that we do not agree with their actions. And then they can feel the love and light. And maybe if enough people do this, what happens is that they can feel it enough to get back into their own oneness and knowing. Does that make sense? I was trying to explain this to a friend of mine yesterday. She was not understanding it because she's not where I am right now, which is completely fine. But I'm going to explain it to you to see if this makes sense to you, because it's important for me to share this information, especially for you guys who understand this, so that you can share to others and continue sharing the light, right? So there was, and I talked about this before, so I apologize to those of you who heard it before. You know what happened in Canada with the truckers, right? So the truckers were there protesting and everything, and then the police was sent out to push the people out who were, you know, doing a peaceful protest. And there was this one time, at least one time, they might have happened more, but I only heard about one, that the police was told to push the people and use force. And this one cop was like, I can't do this. I can't do it, because I'm looking at the people and they're being peaceful and they're not doing anything to me. They're not doing anything to anyone that's bad. And they're telling me to use force against this, and it's just that I can't do it. It's not like they're attacking me. And so he just quit, just like that. He just quit. And he said that, you know, I can't do this, you know. And you know what happened? That his fellow police officers who saw him and heard him did the same thing. Why? Because they were feeling the same thing inside. They just didn't know how to do it, how to express it. So they saw him, that one person had the courage, and then the other ones next to them had the courage to go with him. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. I feel the same way. I can't do this. It ended up being that the entire fleet, or whatever you want to call them, of police officers in that area did that. They all walked out. They all quit. They all just raised their hands and then just walked into the multitude of people and joined them. How did this happen? It happened because the people there were holding their light. They were being peaceful. They were showing nothing more than their light, right? Love and peace and light, and love and peace and light. And the people who were told to go do harm on them felt it. They got back to themselves. They saw they got together into their own, together, you know, mind, body, and soul, their own soul. They got to remembering who they truly were, and then they couldn't go on. That is the key. This is how we change what's happening in Europe or Asia. I don't know what you call that part of the world. The Ukraine. So this is how you can do it. The more love and light you send to everyone, not just the people who are suffering or are being pushed against, but the people who are doing that work, right? Those, yes, let me see, being a lighthouse for others to come towards the light. Yes, right? So that is what we want to do as light workers. If you're awake, if you're listening to this, if this is speaking to you, this is how, at least one way, that we can help. This is one way that you can help. The more light you send that way, the more it's felt. It also helps the people who are in the middle of it and who are suffering. How and why? This is the part that I was trying to explain to my friend yesterday, and she was adamant about like that it is not the same. If you send love and light, right? Let's say you're in the middle of like hiding in the subway because they're bombing, right? And you're scared, right? And we send fear to them. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. That's horrible. I feel so bad for them. Fear, right? They get that energy. They receive that energy. And so if I'm there in trying to hide because I'm scared that they're bombing, and I get your energy of going, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for you, I'm going to feel even worse. Oh my God, yes, I know this is terrible, right? And when an emergency happens, I'm not going to know what to do because I cannot think straight. And I'm just so incredibly depressed and upset and not knowing what to do, that when something happens that I need to take action, I might just like sit here in a ball and not move from terror, right? But if I send you love and light and hope, if something else happens and I need to move and run away, I have the strength of the light that you just sent me. I'm like, okay, there's some light. Okay, what do I need to do? I'm scared. Yes, I'm still scared. Yes, this is still terrible. Yes, I still need to flee. But now at least I have the strength that you're sending me, the love and light, that this might end up okay if I get away from here and I know which way to go. Does that make sense? I was trying to explain this to her because the analogy that came through was, this is what happens when you have a child. The child falls down and you say, oh my gosh, you must be hurting so bad, and the child begins to cry even more hysterical because they're receiving your energy of like, poor you, it must have hurt. But if you put it like, oh, okay, you hurt yourself, I'm sorry you hurt yourself, let's clean that up and get you on, and not send them that hurt energy, then the child can cope with it much better, right? Those of you who are mothers or have worked with kids know what I'm talking about. No, it's not the same. No, it's not the same as war and people dying and things being destroyed and that type of thing. But what is the same is the energy that you can send. You send love and light so that they can have that strength in knowing that it's going to be okay, maybe, but at least now I have that light and love and light, and I can think clearly and move on and do the things that I need to do in order to save my family. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow it'll be a different thing. Yes, that's that. Send more love and light. Send more love and light, right? And hope that everyone there is able to receive that. And when I say everyone, I am talking about the people who are armed and are fighting, right? So, woof, that became really heavy today. But this is why Beyond the Separation landed. And this is how big this is. It just like I told you before, when I had the realization that the program they gave me was for this, I was floored, because it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that this is what you're talking about, and this is the reason. Beyond the Separation, the container, it's a 7-week journey. It's intensive work, and it's for healers and light workers. So not for somebody who is not at this level yet, because they wouldn't understand, right? And it's very, very deep. Excuse me. My angel's telling me I'm on the right track here. And that is still on early bird special until Sunday, where you can get bonuses even with the payment plan. So if this is speaking to you and you would like more information, let me know. You can book a free chat with me, or if you know someone that you think might be interested in this, let me know. We're starting mid-March, so like the 16th or the week after, if that's better for you. Let me know if this is something for you, because I only have 3 spots left. It is a 4-person container. They gave me all of the information. They told me it's only for 4 people. They told me this is for specific people to shine the light and to help other people. So let me know if this speaks to you. Okay, I hope to see you tomorrow. Now tomorrow it's at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, so it's about 2 hours earlier than tonight's. Okay, it's a very different time for me. My son's going to be away out of the house at basketball or something, and so I was like, okay, I'm going to do it at that time, and just try it. So let's see how that goes. And if you cannot make it at that time, the video will be here, it lives here, and you can catch the healing and the journey that we're going to do. It's going to be so much more powerful. I believe my drum's going to come out for that as well. So that's my drum magic tomorrow. Okay, I love you. Thank you for being here, and I send you so much love, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.